Mine's not near as good as what you're going to get. We first started an extension 12 years ago. I had the extreme pleasure of being the baby of the group. And I never let them forget that most of them started before I was born. But when I was a new agent, then we were in the areas the director says, I want you to go around and I want you to meet all the agents that are in your area. So I spent time with all of the agents, and I came over here and I spent a Friday afternoon with Kim, and Kim introduced me to the whole term work hard, play hard. I never knew Kim worked because all I ever seen him do was play. But he taught me how to play, and I had a lot of fun with it. So it's really an honor to be here tonight and make you the object of my insults. I thought it was great a few weeks ago. Kim and I were working on a project. Kim was my right hand this past summer and was pretty well solely responsible for raising the majority of the money that I needed as president of our Agents Association to put on one of the best meetings that the association's ever had. Kim was in charge of that, and he let me know as we're developing what will then be now a position to take over, hopefully a position for two groups, that he had finally gotten an iPhone and had stepped into the 20th century. To which I replied, well, I'm glad you made it to the 20th century since it ended 13 years ago. I think it's really special that I get to come over here and honor him. 35 years ago, June 11th, 1979. During that time, I was filling my pants, and based on when we ate supper, you're doing the same thing right now. I'm looking at quite a few years left in extension till I get to 35, and I can only hope that my tribute is this good. I mean, over the time, Kim, you've given Owen County and Cooperative Extension loyalty, talent, and what's the third thing here? It's hard to really say right. This is my first. I've given, in my short time in extension, I've given eulogies, I've stood up in front of churches and given my testimony, but this is my first roast, and I was really kind of nervous, where exactly is the line? I mean, Owen County's a dry county, except for that one spot where you got the winery. So I was a little apprehensive, but I was really excited when I walked in tonight and saw that you finally let the Mr. Rogers sweaters retire with you. It's really nice to see that you put on a button-up and a sport coat for one last chance before Monday you settle into jogging pants and a bathrobe and still get the kids to get off your yard. We sit here tonight and we were listening to them and talking about Teddy and Lauren and Hannah being the 5th generation of Strohmeiers to live in that house. Was it the first generation that bought that Camry? Love of Pete Toyota should bronze that thing. It already was bronze. So that's what you all need to do. That's why it was bronze. It was bronze, but it was new. Kim Burt Reynolds said retirement must be a wonderful thing. I can mean you can only suck in your stomach for so long. I feel like you're owed some congratulations that you and Burt Reynolds both peaked 35 years ago. I think everybody knows that Kim's a good cook. I mean, Judy talked about it, and I've had the pleasure of dining at quite a few meals. But what I've noticed recently is that he's not only a good cook, he's a good magician. Not does he disappear when the dishes are done, because normally he'll stick around, cook, and clean up. But that's what he does. He'll have a meeting, you show up, he cooks, cleans up, and poof! Nowhere to be found. I found it ironic. The last time we set up a meeting with the Eaton Shale Farm and what the KCA folks are doing over there, he fed us good. We ate filet mignon, wrapped in bacon. It was one of the best meals I've had in a long time. They set us up on a farm tour. Any agent in the Eaton Shale area, especially one contiguous to Owen County, seen that farm 20 times. I looked up and where's Kim? He's gone. It's Friday afternoon. He's out. Finally, I want to say to Francie, Lauren, Teddy. Is Lauren still looking? Hi, Lauren. Teddy, Hannah, it's a pleasure to have shared this experience with your husband and dad. He's been there with my work life and my work family. Watched my family grow, and I couldn't leave without, helping you with some advice. But I'm so long from retirement, so I called around some of the folks that I know that have recently retired and have settled into new lives at home, so I could offer you some advice. I don't have any gifts, I don't have any pictures, so I've got some advice based on what they said. And this is what it is. Number one, never trust a fart. Number two, never skip an opportunity to pee.
You've been doing that for years.
Number three, the diaper changing table in the men's restroom is for children. That's the best I can do. Kim, may all your endeavors fill your pockets full of gold and return me home safely. Thank you, sir, for being such a kind mentor to me and guiding me through the last 13 years of my life. It's been a pleasure, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.